for that UFC career. Let's kick it up to Jason Vargas and get this one started.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds for the Caged Aggression Amateur Bantamweight Championship, powered by Harrell's Chicken Sports Bar, opening soon. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in at 135 pounds. He trains at Evolve MMA and B&B Sports Academy and is sponsored by Hollow Point Combat Sports and Clyde Fightwear. Joining us from Omaha, Nebraska, Brendan Wieland. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighed in at 135 pounds. He trains with the Midwest Jiu-Jitsu Academy and is sponsored by Gage Kilburn at Boland RV, Andrew White at Tom Boland Ford, Liquor Booth, and iPrint 3D. Joining us from Quincy, Illinois, Noah, the Humble Beast, Harrell.
And here we go. Wieland Harrell about to kick off. Nice little eye candy for the folks at home before, and they slap him up. Harrell pressing forward. Looking for the kick right there. Trying to find his range. I like the shorts of Wieland, very Americana.
I just noticed.
I didn't even realize it was the Punisher until then.
Yeah.
Man, everything's the Punisher logo. And that was like one of my favorite comic books as a kid. But then like you kind of grow up and you're like, wait, he kills everybody.
Yeah, he kind of does. It's just like, yeah, Punisher, yeah.
Like
they need a new movie with Punisher. We need more just of the most ruthless Punisher, you know what I mean?
I mean, like when he's going after the bad guys, but I remember reading that book, and it's like he's taking out like muggers and petty criminals.
All of them.
Everybody.
Yeah. He was just mad at the world.
You know, he had that infamous story, though, where they kill his family in the very beginning. He's on a picnic, dude. He's on a picnic with his family. He's the quintessential cop. And now he's a bumper sticker everywhere.
Yeah, that'll bring out the evil.
Yes. These guys trying to measure each other out. Harrell with a couple kicks. Nothing significant landed so far.
Really trying to jab at that belly hole for a second. But just composure on the outside. There you go. The Humble Beast trying to get a little more aggressive right now.
Oh, good leg kick.
Wieland.
This is with the left. Ooh, kind of a chest bump right there.
Nice job.
Harrell tried
that underhook. You got to step in front. Hip.
He's trying to work that takedown.
See, again, little things like this, just I can just hear me right now harping with my wrestlers there. Now get that head in the pocket there. See the difference. Now how he's driving with Wieland on that underhook, where before when Wieland's able to get his head in there, he's almost looking away, getting farther and farther away from the underhook. Right here, nice short powerful.
Good uppercut.
Wieland's able to strike inside there. Good job.
Well, what you were talking about is Harrell really taking his skull and just putting it right into his
right in the
jawline.
pocket and drive it on the underhook side. And then you can just frame with that left hand or control that other wrist.
The top of the head, hottest pat of the baddie.
But see, right here again, same thing with Wieland. See how hard that is there now? You can see how you start battling for that hand position. We'll take a knee to the half a spot.
That's a tough one. Not much you can do on that one. Hopefully it's not too bad. But that was right up the bridges. We're getting a little bit of a break. A lot of people don't realize, you know, that cage work will really take it out of you. You got a guy drilling into your jawline, like you said. He's hitting your body. Here's this shot right here. Yep, and look, he's looking for the body, but he just catches the cup first. Because I think he got the body on the way up, too. I think he got both. Yeesh. got 5 minutes. I don't think he's going to be taking them all, but we will see. I expect this fight to continue shortly. Looks like we may be ready to go. Nothing intentional there from Harrell. Again, if you watch that shot, he's in line with the body.
Oh, we're going to give him back to position. Underhook in the head.
I like that. That's what you should do.
If you can remember it.
And here we go. It's a close round. It's going to be a tough one to decide for me.
Oh. Throw by, we get the front headlock to Wieland. There we come out front.
That looks good for Wieland, though, going for that submission attempt at the end. Ooh.
Ooh, big kick upstairs. Slips and falls, about shining time.
That is the bell. Close round. Close round. You know, in the beginning, both guys kind of try to feel each other out. A couple strikes from both. A little bit of action up against the cage. No real submission attempts. Again, there's that jab into a takedown attempt.
Tried to step to the side, tried to hit them over. And Wieland did a good job of circling the background, staying in front.
No Caro Parisian judo toss for you today, sir.
Not today.
I imagine like Caro Parisian after MMA and judo, like having like the most dope Greek spot where I can get the gyros.
You probably have to know. I'd have to ask. You know,
I wonder what Caro's up
Manny,
to.
Oh, my boy Manny Gambarian, he was him and Nate Diaz in the finals of season 5 of the Ultimate Fighters. I'd have to ask.
Oh, Manny and Caro. Caro was his coach?
Cousins.
Okay. That's right. They were cousins. Caro just had a really unique style for that time.
Yeah, he did. Throw a little level change in there. Let him think that there might be a single leg coming, so I like that. The Humble Beast, I believe, is his fight name. Gives him a little uppercut. Try that level change again. I got an uppercut.
Was it Manville the Anvil, Gambarian? Oh, there's a good shot.
You still on that?
I can't help myself.
Manville the Anvil, that was my guy, man. I'd love to know.
I love Manny Gambarian.
That
That whole era of the UFC is one of my favorites, you know? Oh, good left coming in.
I like how he jumped through that lead hook, goes from the distance. Now he get right back out on that front headlock. Harrell seems to fall down. He fell down and fight that hand though. Good scrap, nice job. Diving in on the gets a takedown of his own.
Kind of looking for a choke here. I don't know how deep that would be in. It's awkward. It's in a weird spot.
It's there ish, but he fights the hand. Must have felt a little bit of that pressure. There you go, heavy on that head. Harrell's doing a good job. Wants that single. Come up. Nice job.
Harrell gets the takedown. Gets under those hips.
See if we can beat him right here. A little wall walk, maybe. He'll have none of that. Pulls him off the cage. There you go. Control that. Nice job. Some body shots. There you go.
You know, Harrell wants this round. He's going to have to get some offense off of it. I don't think this is enough to take the round. Yes, he's on top, but no submission attempts, no significant strikes. Wieland doing a good job of defending. Wieland had some moments of offense earlier. He did have that submission attempt. So, yeah, you know, right now, Noah's got to have some urgency. All right.
Yeah, Wieland's able to get back up. Noah drops back down for the double switch to a single. Ooh, got an elbow to the rib back. Oh, we're trying to go with that.
Oh, head and arm choke.
He doesn't have
No.
it.
Knocks it off. But again, I mean that's a Brandon round. He ends up on top. He's got several submission attempts. If I'm Harrell's corner, even though the first round was much closer, I think, I'm telling him he needs to finish.
This is a 5-round fight.
Oh, this is a 5-round.
5-round fight, I believe. I thought that's what this is. 5-round fight. Both of them, Harrell's like, ooh.
Oh, yep, this is a championship bout, so this is a 5-round.
And again, with all that wrestling, Harrell trying to get him in on that double leg, gonna lift him up. Nice job. Bring him right to the floor, inside guard. Wieland does a good job of getting his guard. And he just, like I said, he spent a lot of time back there. I don't know if you don't think it was enough to win that round. Especially at the end, we got another scramble, get back up. Wieland throws the knee. I like that. He drops it right back. I mean,
yeah.
Harrell drops in with the knee, drops right back down to that single leg.
Yeah, but I just feel like Brandon got in that clip, a little bit of a hook shot, and then at the very end here, what? He gets that choke attempt again.
Very true.
Again, close rounds. 3 rounds to go. Still anybody's fight. Ooh, good uppercut. Harrell, ooh, good knee to the body.
Brandon sneaks a knee in there, but I'm sorry, Harrell is going to get this takedown.
Yeah, he powered right through it. Still, those were pretty significant shots.
Yeah.
At the same time, let's see if Harrell can step over, get in the full mount. Or do something with his half mount, because right now, you know, his head's underneath. He hasn't been able to get any strikes off. Wieland with his back against the cage. It just seems like Wieland is just busier from the bottom, too, you know? I mean, I'm not saying that he's landing anything significant, but he's certainly peppering. Gets the hook underneath the arm here.
I know as much as if he could, he wants to try to power half that shoulder over, flatten him, trying to prevent a break, standing back up. Mouthpiece seems to be an issue. I don't like when you see people doing that thing hanging out like that. Oh, nice side kick to the face for Brandon.
Ooh, uppercut from Brandon lands. Several of those shots. Looking busy underneath, looking for that neck. Noah Harrell does a good job of getting out of that. Trying to press Wieland against the cage.
Get that head out of there.
I mean, this is kind of the story of his offense, though. He's kind of getting stuck in this position. When he is able to get the takedown, he hasn't been able to do a lot with it. He's kind of got him scooped to the side.
Made his way over to the side, got him the side control.
There we go.
Spot, score some points that way. Same thing, sit back on that leg. Up. Oh, I thought we almost had a reversal. All right, Harrell. Way to keep the balance. I thought you were going over for a minute. Nice job, Brandon. Give him one dig.
He's got his arm underneath. There's not enough time for head and arm. Kind of trying to posture up and do something, but boy, Brandon has just been active from the body. Look at that.
Yeah, he throws up there a triangle and starts throwing a lot of shots. And that's that thing. You got to figure out. You're giving up the idea of like you're just holding on. Especially when you're on top of it, you're just holding on for dear life. You got Brandon off his back, throwing all those shots. It's like the way that sells to the judges. I'm tired. I'm in trouble. So Harrell, you got to like to pop that head up and get a little more aggressive.
I mean, he's out of Midwest Jiu-Jitsu. Haven't seen a lot of submission attempts, if any. Haven't really seen where the offense is going to go from that mount. And Wieland's just done a really good job of defending. Like here you see, that's the story of the fight. The takedown is there, but where's the rest of the offense? And even at the very, very end, that flurry from the bottom. Look, I'm not saying those 6 or 7 shots were significant, but they certainly landed.
That's what they did.
Look at that uppercut. That's a significant shot. That's probably the best shot of the fight right there.
And then he was able to do a good job of sprawl, get back up on that head, sprawl again, avoid the takedown for a few seconds.
All right, round 4 into the championship rounds. Now the urgency's got to be there for him. I really do hope that the corner's saying, look, you might be down all 3 rounds. We need to find a way to convert this offense. Ooh, man, but Wieland being able to get in there.
Jumps in with that lead hook, but the wrestling that's really been kind of the factor of dictating where the fight has gone. Maybe not enough has gone salesmanship-wise. I keep saying that. I know you're going to hate that word, but you get the takedown, but he's able to get that takedown pretty much at will so far.
Yep. But again, I think to sell it, you got to get your head out from underneath the armpit, right?
Yeah, and I like that you get into side control. Then again, see, Brandon's not going to just lay there. He's going to try to hip over.
He's been very active from the bottom, right?
100%, which again makes it look like, and that keeps Noah from being able to throw any punches. And now you're just sitting there trying to hold the position.
I like those knee attempts to the body. I mean, not going to be a lot on him as his other leg is locked and he's not in side control. But it's something. It's offensive. And look, even if you're not doing that, I know you're a big believer of this, the knee on the belly or into the ribs, if you could just get it in there a little bit.
I'm big on the salesmanship. Like I said, you're going to hear that word over and over and over. That's one thing. Those are 3 opinions that you have to sell, no matter which position you are. I thought Brandon was going to come out the back there. Out to the side, and that's the one thing is how you're selling it. Even those little things like what Brandon's doing right there, heels to the thigh, those things hurt. They're making it look like I want to stand up so bad, but all he's doing is holding me here, and they stand it up.
They do. And look, he's got that mouthpiece coming out again. I know you hate that, but you hate it for a good reason.
Because what it does is it makes it, even if it's uncomfortable, he doesn't like it. He's obviously fighting the way he throws a couple of big leg strikes, the way that he's able to sprawl back and get on that front headlock. But it makes you look horrifyingly tired when you've got this mouthpiece hanging out of you. And these judges, again, I'll say it 1,000 times, salesmanship.
Even right now, when he's on the bottom there, it's halfway out of his mouth.
Yep, and it makes you look tired as, again, Noah dives in and he's going to get the takedown. He's starting to drive, he's going to try to pull him off the cage, fight the hand. And again, as much as lack of punching and striking, but he's controlling the pace of this fight. He's dictating where the fight goes. And again, right here, getting that head up there. When you look at it, why is his mouth open? Why is his mouthpiece hanging out? He must be tired. Why is he tired? Things like that.
Let's improve, Blue.
Harrell on top. Again, let's see. Tried to mount up, and now he's getting struck. And those are actually decent hammer fists.
I like him throwing a lot of punches, and that's one thing that Brandon, I'm going to be off my back, but I got to at least try to throw these punches in.
And it ends almost the same way as round 3 ended. Round 4 on his back, but I'd actually say that even before he was going with those side shots, some of those hammer fists were pretty significant. I'll never forget the Mo Lawal Gegard Mousasi fight, where, essentially Lawal was on top of him the entire time. I felt like Mousasi, I think, got robbed on that one, because I thought Mousasi was working from the bottom. Long time ago, we're talking Strike Force. As the ladies show the belt, always a little nice to have the eye candy here at the Triad. But here's some of those shots. Good leg kicks. When it's on the feet, Brandon does seem to be having a little bit more of success. He has been able to find the range more, like he's jumping in there. But again, Harrell's able to get that takedown.
And that's it. It really takes a lot of the time. 3-minute rounds, there's a lot of the time on the ground. If somehow Brandon, he does take advantage of when he's standing up and you do it, but is it enough to stay in the minds and get you the win of each round?
And here we go, final round. Got to see some urgency from Harrell. Really feel like he's down in this fight. Oh, and now Wieland's starting to stuff that.
And that's when it, then again, you go back to that, now you're stuffing that, and you can just tell that's a bad play when you know when you're getting your shots stuffed. Especially with Brandon still bouncing a little bit, active with his hands.
Oh, Brandon looks like he can go another 4 or 5 rounds.
Yeah,
he doesn't look tired at all. Total movement on the feet. And look, that's a good sign. A 5-round, 3-minute amateur fight to not gas. It's not like he hasn't been taken down. It's not like he hasn't been put up against the cage. It's not like he hasn't been put in places of adversity. He absolutely has.
A lot of that anaerobic. Like I said, the biggest thing is I don't know the issue with the mouthpiece, but now that you bring it up once, you can't unsee it.
Oh, it's all over the place. I bring it up because I think it's dangerous.
Yeah,
you get the wrong guy clipping you, half of your teeth are going to be out of the bottom row of your mouth.
I just wish people understood literally the importance of a mouthpiece and a fitted one. It's worth it. Like you said, you take a shot on the jaw and that jaw's open, lands a good lead hook, right hand puts his no up against the fence, no is going to level change a little bit. But you do that, see, there you go. Stay aggressive. Stand up on top for a change. This is the kind of thing that Brandon still has a lot of gas in the tank to be able to do this. With that mouthpiece, pretty important to get it fitted with.
Alls I know is that last time I got sucker punched about 6 years ago, I almost lost a bottom tooth, and it wasn't even that good of a shot.
I'll tell you what, when that jaw is open like that, and you get cracked, and it feels like you just, like it's something in your ear, the way it hits up top like that, and you can't even, your jaw doesn't line up. It's a horrible feeling, so you want to make sure you're biting down on that thing.
And right now, Brandon Wieland on top. And we haven't seen a whole bunch of this. Here and there, he has been able to reverse positions. But right now, he's in half guard, half mount. He's looking pretty solid. I'm not sure Noah Harrell's going to be able to get him off. This is the tail end of the fight. Harrell's face is beet red. He's certainly showing it a little bit more than Wieland. Wieland may be looking up to see how much time he's got left.
Covering the face, I like that, a little uncomfortable.
Oh, just throwing the elbow right on the nose, crushing down.
Burying the elbow, bury the forearm on the throat. Just rest it there, violently rest it.
Ooh, another good shot from the top. And see, that's the stuff that Noah Harrell really had to do to be successful.
Yeah.
Is to not be right in that armpit, to be able to posture up and get some shots down.
You see he's wearing some of the damage from those kicks of Brandon. And then again, that's it. Brandon, see that forearm. And then again, it makes like Noah just holding on for life up there.
And that's going to do it. Looks like they're going to hug it up.
Man, if that's it, Noah just would have been a little more active when he had those takedowns.
I mean, that's what you got to work on, right? I mean, you're able to get the takedown. Now we're going to be in the gym with your head in that arm, and now it's time to posture up, get it in there.
Let's work on our ground and pound.
Yep, that's right. Let's work on a little bit of the Mark Coleman action that we all love and love to watch. Godfather of ground and pound. And here's some of the action throughout that last and final round.
Good feint, slid off to the side, spun the corner. I like that. Turn right around, walking back at him. Good footwork. That lead hook to the right hand. I like that. Again, push him over, get feint, and then be able to sprawl. And that was the one thing where Noah getting punches trying to just drop down instead of dropping and shooting forward. He just kind of level changed to the floor and allowed Brandon to get that. And once he got on top, takedown-wise, he didn't give it up.
No, he did not. And I think that really, you just look at that big, right hand that missed from Harrell, and you can see kind of how the fight went. He got tired. There wasn't a lot of pepper on that shot, but Brandon had that gas tank. I mean, those shots were just as fresh as round one. And again, kid's got a gas tank. Let's make it official. I'd assume we've got a new champion in Brandon Wieland.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to our judges' scorecard for our decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 50-45, declaring your winner by unanimous decision and new Caged Aggression Amateur Bantamweight Champion, Brandon Wieland. All right, we're here with your winner and new Caged Aggression Amateur Bantamweight Champion, Brandon Wieland. Brandon, you fought through a ton of takedowns there, never let off the gas. Talk to us about the win and what it means to you.
Well, I know I could grapple too, as long as he couldn't get too much offensive work done when he takes me down, because he took me down. Defense kind of sucked on that. But I've been working on my stand-up. I hit him a couple times pretty good. And he was kind of nervous to come in a little bit, so anytime he came in, I just knew that shot was coming, and I just need to work on my takedown defense.
Well, look, you're fast on your feet and very entertaining to watch. We're definitely looking forward to seeing what comes next. But is there anyone you want to thank before you get to the celebration?
Yeah, I want to thank my team, Evolve MMA and B&B Sports Academy. Thank my coach, Tim. Isaiah, main event. He's about to represent Omaha, Nebraska too. I want to thank my family, my mom, my dad, my brothers, my sisters, my aunties, my uncles. I want to thank my girlfriend who showed up. She really pushes me a lot. And most of all, I want to thank God giving me the opportunity to be here in this cage tonight.
Well said. Well, congratulations once again on the championship. Let's hear it one more time for your winner and new Caged Aggression Amateur Bantamweight Champion, Brandon Wieland.